Brenay got offended or would get offended when people say she didn't have a personality or that her content is boring. It is, but I don't believe she understands why it is. When Brenay started her whole career, her social media path, she came in with the chunky nails, the big boobies, the big size and all of that, which a lot of women could appreciate, us having range from the smallest to the largest. But more than anything, it was her confidence. And so she would talk at the camera and she would talk at her phone. And the reason that is, you need to understand that as somebody who has created characters for over 20 years full time, there is a difference between somebody speaking at the camera and then connecting through the camera. So she probably did that in the beginning because she may have thought that she was going to be rejected, that people were going to say something about her size, that people were going to say something about the long chunky nails, that people were going to say something about her boobs, and they did. But what they also liked was the fact that she was confident in who she was and she didn't care. And there's something that's just charismatic about that. But that is where the extent lied. After that, she would then bring people in. Like, this is Devin, my husband. This is Tim and Akira. So they became characters in her world and not necessarily people who helped her talk through her camera and through her audience. And the reason why that's important, the moment she did the scandal where she pretty much just took Tim, and I hate saying that. Y'all know I hate saying it because I don't believe you can take anybody that's yours. Let's just say she wrenched around and then managed to finagle somebody that was already need to be finagled or wanted to be finagled away from their family. When she did that, people turned on her quickly because there was no connection. She had no connection with her audience. She spoke to them. People are like, okay, I'm watching this thing on the screen. That's wrong. We like Akira, at least Akira and Devin, and they had personalities, and a lot of times they appear to have been downplayed. We appreciate that more than what it is you're bringing. And so she lost her audience. She is boring because when you have chaos as your co-star, then you don't know who you are without it. Look, she cannot talk about anything but shopping. She cannot talk about anything but food. She cannot talk about anything about except for the shoe boots that she bought Tim. She has no conversation outside of other people because she doesn't know who she is. But she's going to have to learn really quickly because tides are turning and they're not turning out to be good for her.